They are still in Portland. They are still in Philadelphia, respectively. And now suddenly comes the stories. They may not be tradable. It had been thought immediately right around the NBA draft that Damian Lillard was going to be traded to Miami in a big package deal. But the deeper they've dug into this, Miami doesn't have the right fit of players that Portland wants, and Portland's not giving away the franchise player. We find out now about his contract. He's got 4 more years to go on it. The last 2 years, John, his dollar value is $60 million per season, the last 2 years of the contract at age 35 and 36. Suddenly Miami says, no, we're not doing that. And by the way, if you want to move him, maybe Portland should pay a piece of the contract each year. So that's a big issue. James Harden, coaching staff just coming in. Nick Nurse does not want to move him. That's a big issue. I think the other issue is this is age 36. And the third issue is what trails James Harden. There's a chemistry issue here. You look at James Harden, unhappy Oklahoma City, unhappy in Houston. James Harden, unhappy other places. You're going to inherit that if you're the LA Clippers. And the other thing is the Clippers don't have what Philadelphia really wants. Clippers have got forwards with big contracts they're trying to move, and Philadelphia wants young pieces and high draft picks. Clips don't have many of them. So as much as Harden wants to play there, I just don't know how this deal gets done. So suddenly they're at a stalemate in Philadelphia in terms of conversation. And I think the Clippers have the player issue. They got the salary cap issue. And Philadelphia's got the reputation issue that is in his suitcase of being chronically unhappy. Everywhere he's been, there have been some problems somewhere down the road. So that's why those deals have not been made yet. And of course, obviously, the Kawhi Leonard, Paul George max contract thing kind of looms out there right now.
Wow. I mean, it's tough. Portland, remember back in the 70s, they were really good. They won an NBA championship.
Oh, Clyde Drexler and the boys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and even back earlier with Bill Walton and that whole group.
Rip City.
Yeah. So, sometimes you forget about Portland, of all the cities in America, sports cities. So I always like it when Portland is, relevant. And it's a shame that Lillard, who is probably a national treasure that a lot of people don't get to see. But I think the NBA has changed so much in the last 10 to 20 years where players are dictating where they go. You don't really see that as much in the other sports, but maybe there's a limit to that, to your point, because of the way the rosters are constructed.
Well, as the contracts have exploded, now suddenly you're not trading for just Damian Lillard. You're trading for the extended contract, and you're trading for what's at the end of the contract, which has massive salary cap implications. He wants out. Portland's not getting him away, and now suddenly there's teams that might have liked him look at that deal and say, whoa, not me. You pay for some of it maybe. And Portland is demanding crown jewels for their marquee jewel of a player. All right, before we move